Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
The run to the left. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Robinson will throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
And just steamrolling the defense. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try it on the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Finds the tight end. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Robinson looking to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be knocked down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Davis. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Working on the right. Bulldozes him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that cornerback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what's...
Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there.
He'll take the deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. And the Huskers in the hurry up. Handoff to the lone back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Robinson looking to pass. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lang. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Using his legs to buy some time. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Robinson will throw. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give on 4th down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey,
And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lang. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Penn State!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That's caught. It's Frost. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Robinson looking to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Try to get it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, you were already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on 4th down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Unleashes one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Humphreys. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Catch in the middle. It's Riddick. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Robinson will throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with